Moti.
Source of influencers.
Are all your magic pranks, are they all real?
Yes. I think maybe a couple of them are set up because we had to do a brand deal. So, a brand deal is incorporating a brand within the video. And we might have had to reshoot it a few times just because that brand is paying us a lot of money to make sure their product is showcased properly, and time is money. So we have used a couple of friends that are still legitimate security people, but I've said, hey, can you do this for me? Can you come along? And they'll do the effect with me and work with me. Because a lot of my videos, if you watch, are security and police pranks and parking pranks. But if it's a brand deal, sometimes we will use a still legitimate security guard. I know a lot of security, I know a lot of police officers, and they'll go, yeah, I'll go do it for you, what the hell? And they'll do it and help me out for that, because we got to get that right. But all the other ones, I'd say probably 99.5% of them are they're regular, we just pull up and rock up and try to, shoot. And most, I'd say probably, like I said, 99.9% of them are one takes, And sometimes we don't get it. Sometimes once we had to shoot like 7 or 9 times with different people. This one idea we had, it was a great idea, but we just could not get it right. And so we shot, for a few days till we got it right, so.
What about the phone prank while driving with the
cookie phone? Yeah, we were just driving around when there's a cop in the neighborhood and saw me on the phone. We didn't have tinted windows in that car, or we had the windows down. And that's the biggest thing right now in America. I'm not sure what it's like in the other parts of the world, but in America, especially Canada as well, is the cell phone thing. That's the newest ticketing item for police officers. There's always speeding, there's always running a red light, making a right turn when you shouldn't, but the newest thing to get a ticket now is if you're on your cell phone, So we thought, well, let's jump on that. And we filmed that about 2 years ago when it was really hot, when everyone, you get a big fine if you're on your phone and all that. So I went down to the store, and a custom cookie store, and made some cookie phones that looked like a phone. So it was funny. Yeah, it was good, And I didn't get a ticket either. The guy was not happy, but I didn't get a ticket. So.
What do you think of people explaining tricks online on YouTube?
It's good and bad, When I grew up in the 70s and 80s. There was no internet. So if we wanted to learn something, we had to go to a library, get a book, buy a book. And there was no Amazon to buy a book. You had to go to an actual bookstore, and read and learn. It was a lot of work to find out how a secret worked. So you really had to want to learn the secret or learn the trick. Now, anyone can Google anything nowadays, And I think, but I also think the fact that because of magic, like I even teach tricks on my channel for kids, simple ones, easy ones, because I believe in learning and getting people educated and interested in magic. That's how it keeps our art form going forward, That's why when I'm 90 years old, there'll be young kids doing magic, hopefully, But I still think it's like going to Universal Studios in Hollywood. We go there, right, and we watch while we're in a boat, going in the lake. All of a sudden, Jaws comes up and grabs us. Or we go through the forest and it starts raining. Or you see a house catch on fire. And it's it's the tour you go through at Universal Studios. They show you how these movies are made or how they start a fire in a house. So we learn how these fires or Jaws gets to eat a boat or whatever, but we'll still go to the movie theater and we'll still get scared. We'll still cry in a sad scene because we put our mind into make-believe. And I think it's the same for people who come to a magic show. Even though they may learn online how a trick works or know how something works, they still want to see it in real time and live and also enjoy a performance of it as well, So I think people have both sides, or they want to come and try to figure out how the trick's done, which makes me work harder because it makes me create new and newer ideas, So.
Follow the Moti on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat.